Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another brand new video. Hope you guys are all doing well today. I want to give you guys an update what is happening with Bitcoin right now and of course the entire cryptocurrency market. And I really want to talk about, right, is Bitcoin going to crash even more? Are we actually going to see Bitcoin crashing back down to the downside even more, guys? Okay, so right now, guys, okay, Bitcoin is holding at 61,700. So you guys can just clearly see we actually saw Bitcoin earlier this morning, right? Earlier this morning actually dropping actually below $60,000. You guys can just clearly see that went all the way down to about 59,800. Okay, so you guys can just clearly see for the past few days, if we go to the daily time frame here, Bitcoin has in fact been showing some weakness. Okay, we haven't seen Bitcoin showing any strength going back up to the upside, right? So we know, guys, okay, the Bitcoin halving event is coming, and I told you guys, right, we expect Bitcoin to pump. I've been telling you guys that many times. If you guys have in fact been watching my videos, and you guys know in general, right, when we see the Bitcoin halving event, okay, we expect Bitcoin to pump and the real bull run begins, which it will, right? But understand, guys, it's not gonna pump straight away, right? Once we have the Bitcoin halving event, we're not gonna see Bitcoin pump straight away up to the upside. Okay, it could potentially continue to consolidate and it could potentially drop even more. Who knows? It could be, buy the rumors and sell the news. Okay, moment right there. Who exactly really knows? Okay, but most likely, guys, okay, we could potentially see Bitcoin dropping further down to the downside, okay, in the next upcoming few days, and of course the next upcoming few weeks, right? I'm talking short term here, guys, but in the next upcoming few months, towards the end of this year in 2024, we will see Bitcoin pump like crazy. Understand that. Okay, I'm just talking short term here, guys, okay, that we could potentially see Bitcoin dropping back down below 60K to around even 55 to $50,000. It is sorry, it is very, very possible for us to see that, right? But yeah, we will see, guys, but that's short term. Long term, okay, towards the end of this year, 2024, and continuing to 2025, we're gonna see Bitcoin pop, right? So if we go to the weekly time frame here, okay, you guys can just clearly see Bitcoin is dropping. Okay, for the past few weeks, it is clearly dropping, and it could potentially drop furthermore down to the downside, right? So who knows? Okay, we could potentially see Bitcoin, okay, dropping to about the 50 zone right over here, or even $55,000, below 60K. I think that is very, very possible. And of course, if Bitcoin drops below those levels, I'm obviously going to take that as a huge opportunity to buy more Bitcoin. So it is possible that we will see Bitcoin crashing back down, further down to the downside, which means other altcoins will crash as well. So yeah, as you can clearly see today, not much movement for the crypto market. In fact, the market's actually down today over 3%. The global crypto market cap sitting at 2.26 trillion. And you guys can clearly see for the past 24 hours, Bitcoin is down 4%. Ethereum is actually down 3%, holding at $3,000. We actually saw early this morning Ethereum actually below $3,000. You guys can clearly see that, right? About $2.8 thousand. Crazy. Okay. But yeah, I can clearly see Ethereum is obviously back at 3K level. And other altcoins today are in fact having a slight drop today, right? Some altcoins are down over 2%, 3%, 4%, even over 5%, right? Close to 10%. So today, we are in fact seeing a fair few altcoins having a slight drop for the past 24 hours. Now, that means, guys, the Fingreed Index, okay, just like I showed you guys in my most previous video, okay, yesterday, we saw it at 67 in greed mode. Right now, it's at 57, still in greed. But you guys can clearly see we're so close to seeing the Fingreed Index in fear mode, right? So we will see what's going to happen with the Fingreed Index. It seems like a lot of people out there, and of course investors out there, are in fact feeling still pretty greedy. But you guys can clearly see for the past few days, this is obviously going down slightly because obviously the market is dropping, right? So it's understandable why the Fingreed Index is in fact dropping as well. So we know, guys, recently, okay, a couple of days ago, okay, we already talked about this, but pretty much Hong Kong Bitcoin ETFs, and not just Bitcoin, but also Ethereum ETFs were officially approved, right? So you can clearly see it says here Hong Kong Bitcoin ETFs to start trading by 30th of April, and it could bring in $25 billion. And it's just a matter of time, guys, okay, till we see Bitcoin having a massive pump. I told you guys, new money is in fact going to be forming into Bitcoin, billions of dollars. So about $25 billion pouring into Bitcoin. You already know, guys, okay? It's going to lead Bitcoin to a massive bull run. Understand that, guys. This next upcoming bull run slash bull market, bull cycle, is going to be crazy. It's going to be the most craziest bull run we will ever see in Bitcoin history, right? This time, it's going to be completely different compared to all these other bull runs slash bull markets that we have, in fact, been seeing for Bitcoin history. This one that's coming up is going to be completely different. So, understand a massive bull run is coming. Prepare yourselves for that. Now, also says here South Korea and Japan and Singapore could approve Bitcoin ETFs and follow Hong Kong's lead as Asia catches up to the US market. Okay, so this is very, very bullish. It seems like a lot of different Asian countries, okay, like South Korea, Japan, and Singapore, they could be coming into the Bitcoin ETFs, right? Like I told you guys, everyone wants a piece of this. Okay, so this is obviously very, very bullish, and soon enough, other countries will start coming in for Bitcoin ETFs. Okay, even Ethereum ETFs, right? So everyone wants a piece of Bitcoin ETFs, guys, and just a piece of Bitcoin in general. Very bullish. But yes, guys, the Bitcoin halving, as I talked about many, many times for the past few days, few weeks, few months, this is what we have, in fact, been waiting for. We're coming up to the home stretch now. Okay, we're about to see the Bitcoin halving event in the next 2 days, less than 2 days, guys. Okay, so there are only 300 blocks until the Bitcoin halving. And you guys can clearly see we are almost there. 2 days away, guys, pretty much, right? So 20th of April, which is funny because that's actually on my dad's birthday, right? So we are in fact about to see the Bitcoin halving event, guys, which means it's going to lead to a massive bull run because every single time we have a Bitcoin halving event, it leads to a bull run. That's when we see Bitcoin, pumping the most, right? So prepare yourselves for that. But yes, Bitcoin looking pretty bullish for the long term, okay? But it says here Bitcoin forming a massive inverse head and shoulders. Okay, and usually, that is pretty bullish, right? And also, what else is bullish is this Bitcoin forming a falling wedge. And now, usually, right, when we see a falling wedge, usually we do in fact see a massive breakout from the resistance line, right? So it says here, a beautiful falling wedge has been seen on Bitcoin's weekly chart. This bullish pattern is sitting right onto the main support line, which gives this signal even more bullish. So it's looking very, very good, guys. Okay, Bitcoin is forming a falling wedge on the weekly time frame. So in the next few months, of course, guys, we're going to see Bitcoin pump. Now, in the next upcoming few days, few weeks, potentially, we could potentially see Bitcoin dropping slightly back down further to the downside. About $58,000 to 55, these price targets is possible. And like I told you guys, if I ever see Bitcoin dropping back down to that level again, below 60K, you guys already know what I'm going to be doing. I'm obviously going to accumulate more Bitcoin, and you guys should be doing the exact same thing. We should take that as a golden opportunity to accumulate more Bitcoin, right? But yes, Plan B says here, and this is very, very interesting. Okay, and I told you guys this many times, and this is why we should accumulate at least one full Bitcoin. He says here, 60 million millionaires in the world and only 21 million Bitcoin. Do the math. Simply not enough Bitcoins. Not enough Bitcoins to go around for everyone. Even all the millionaires, guys, right? And I actually think it's more than 60 million. It's over 60 million, about over 64 million, like maybe even 65 million people, okay, in the world that are in fact millionaires. So understand, guys, there's not enough Bitcoins to go around for everyone. Okay, even all the millionaires in the world, there's not enough. So understand, guys, it's gonna be extremely rare to see someone owning one full Bitcoin. Extremely rare in the future, right? Like nowadays, yes, it's sort of rare. Okay, to see someone, owning one full Bitcoin, it's sort of rare, right? But understand, in the future, I want to say in the next like decade, 10 years, seeing someone owning one full coin of a Bitcoin, it's going to be extremely rare. Understand that, guys, okay? Bitcoin is going to be a digital asset that's going to be worth millions of dollars. So prepare yourselves for that. But guys, I'm obviously going to keep you guys updated, what's going to happen with Bitcoin. But so far, holding strong at 61,600. Okay, still above 60K, so that's always great to see. But yes, guys, I will keep you guys updated with Bitcoin, but we could see Bitcoin crashing even more. Understand that. And if we do, take it as an opportunity. Sorry, guys. Take it as an opportunity to buy more Bitcoin. I really need to drink more water today. But yeah, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Give a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys all in my next video. Have a good one, guys.